Legendary.
I risk it all just to reach these heights. I can never let them dim these lights. I grind sunrise through street lights. Ain't a speck of fear in these eyes. You couldn't take a step in these mics. Never slipping, cause every single day another star is born. Lord had mercy, then Rashad was born. Code name Yoda, all around scorer. Originator of the snapback crossover. Sports talk show 2319. Putting the unseen in that ultralight beam. Analytic like a mathematician. Mad prediction of players, draft positions. If you can't tune in, set the DVR. He set with Skip, Hurd, and Chris Broussard. The focus is hoops, known and unnotables too. Welcome to the hottest show without further ado.
Welcome to Sports Talk 2319. I am your host, Rashad Phillips, and today we're going to talk about conference play, teams. And you know, I got players for you. Let's go! Welcome back, everybody. Happy holidays, happy new year. It's back to college basketball. It's conference play. I want to talk about a few teams going forward that have impressed me thus far. Let's start with Lehigh. This team leads the nation in three-point percentage, shooting a whopping 46% from the three. We had Lance Tejada on this show, one of their star players, a few months ago, talking about how great of a unit that this team can be this season. And we're seeing that right now. This team plays unselfish. They share the ball. They make the extra pass. They space the floor. And that's what makes this team the top three-point shooting team in all of America. Let's go over to Conference USA. I really like this Old Dominion team. Currently, they're 11-4 overall. They just had a huge win over a really good Western Kentucky team. Old Dominion is just one of those teams that you love to watch play defense. They're 5th in the country in points allowed. They're 4th in opponent field goal percentage. This unit is just really fierce. They get after you. They get in your pocket. They play the passing lanes, and they force you to take tough shots. This is my sneak pick to win Conference USA. Yes, I love Marshall. I love John Elmore and CJ Burks. I love Western Kentucky. But I just believe that this Old Dominion team is a unit that can win the whole conference. Stay tuned. I've really been enjoying the Big East Conference so far. St. John's and Georgetown the other day, big win for St. John's. I know Mac was out with the sprained ankle for Georgetown, but nonetheless, great win, great victory. I just really love that St. John's unit, and it all starts with Shamori Pons, which I talked about earlier in my show, one of the top 10 point guards in the country. He's moving up on my board. He's tremendous. That kid just has an it factor about him. He's a big shot maker. He has quick hands. He competes. He just plays the game the right way. And what he's done that has really impressed me is that he's improved his efficiency. This kid is an NBA player. He's being coached by an NBA Hall of Famer, so it only makes sense. I like Georgetown. Patrick Ewing has done a tremendous job with those point guards, and I think he may get a top one next year, but we'll keep that on the low. But anyway, Marquette's fantastic. Villanova, Butler, Creighton, Seton Hall. The Big East Conference is one of the most competitive leagues in all of the country. Let's continue to watch. It's never too early to talk about March Madness. I want to give you guys at home a sneak peek of a few teams that can bust your brackets. UCF, they're a tremendous defensive team. Coach Dawkins does a phenomenal job with them. That's the team to look out for. Houston, they have a tremendous shooter in Corey Davis. They have some experience from last year winning a few games. You got Belmont, who has some quality wins already this season. They beat UCLA. You got Toledo. That's a fantastic shooting team. Coach Todd does a terrific job with those guys over there. You have Hofstra. You have UCSB with Max Heidegger. So there's a few teams that I've given you that you want to note down that may can bust your brackets come March. The player that I'm excited to bring you guys today is 6'9" Yoli Childs from BYU. This kid is a 20-point, 10-rebound player. He's terrific. He's the best back to the basket player in all of America. He's physical. He has terrific footwork. He has a good face-up game. I really love how BYU uses his strength in their offense. He reminds me a little bit of Carlos Boozer. He can go left, he can go right, he faces you up. He's a pretty good athlete. Look for this kid to continue to dominate this season. He's averaging 20 points and 10 rebounds. Ty Cockfield, 6'1", Arkansas State. This kid is must-see TV. He's exciting to watch. He's explosive. He can make acrobatic shots. What I really love about this kid is that he's very patient. He's a patient scorer. He's cerebral. He allows the offense to take shape before he attacks. Guys, tune in to Arkansas State and watch Ty Cockfield. Brian Beard out of FIU, point guard. This kid is fantastic. Look, he leads the nation in steals. He's top 20 in scoring, and he's top 20 in the nation in assists. This kid brings electricity to this FIU program. He gets in the lane really well. He's quick. He's tough. He's a fearless type of point guard. I really love this kid's ability to make guys around him better. This young coaching staff over at FIU is doing a tremendous job. Look for this program to bring in more kids of that caliber like Brian Beard. I saved this kid's name for last because I'm so excited to present him to you guys. Listen, Grant Riller, Charleston Cougars. This kid, 6'3". I believe that Grant Riller is an NBA player. Let me tell you why. He has a great change of pace. He's terrific on the ball screen. He has fantastic body control. He's quick. He can score it. He's tough. I mean, December 15th against VCU, a known great defensive unit, Grant led his team to a win, and he hung 30 points on that unit. I believe that if you're an NBA scout and you're watching this episode, Grant Riller is an NBA player, and he's one of the most exciting college basketball players in the country. Trust me, you've been warned. Now, I normally don't do this. I try not to talk about the NBA draft or prospects until around April. But I just want to touch on this because I talked about it about a year ago, and here we are today. And this kid has been so good that it's kind of forced me to kind of talk about him right now. But Ja Morant out of Murray State, let me tell you why this kid should be the #1 pick, depending on what team it is. If it's the Phoenix Suns or the New York Knicks, if you guys get the #1 pick in the draft, don't fall into the Zion hype or the RJ, and I love both of those kids. But Ja Morant should be your pick. He's explosive, he's exciting, he's a lead guard, he leads the nation in assists right now. He's a triple-double waiting to happen. This is the type of player that your franchise needs. Ja Morant has a chance to be the #1 pick if it's Phoenix or the New York Knicks picking that #1. Don't overthink this one. Talk soon.
I risk it all just to reach these heights. I can never let them dim these lights. I grind sunrise through street lights. Ain't a speck of fear in these eyes. You couldn't take a step in these mics. Never slipping, cause every single day another star is born. Lord had mercy, then Rashad was born. Code name Yoda, all around scorer. Originator of the snapback crossover. Sports talk show 2319. Putting the unseen in that ultralight beam. Analytic like a mathematician. Mad prediction of players' draft positions. If you can't tune in, set the DVR. He set with Skip, Hurd, and Chris Broussard. The focus is hoops, known and unnotables too. Welcome to the hottest show without further ado. Shy. They said the odds, I defied it though. I'm undeniable. I put in work. Can't let the weakness define me though. Soon as I find it though, I put in work. I level up I'm grinding though. This can't be guarded, cause I put in work. Whose stock is falling and rising though. If you just gotta know, come get this work.